Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score of Cowboys 3, Steelers nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss left to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now Pickett on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Steelers, nothing. Brett Maher taking off 4 Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle when these defenses throw at him.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Steelers' 25-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Again, it's Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that's really established some confidence in him to run this offense.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 6.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Final play of the half. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play in the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Elliott going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Brett Maher to kick off 4 downs.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 7. Brett Maher to kick off 4 down.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Pickett. Escaping the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
70 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Yeah, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Steelers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... Down officially at the 21.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to lose yardage here. Prescott to throw on 4th.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson, 55 yards. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. In motion, the tight end. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
Nifty move. Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott to throw it.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
64 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Prescott now.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Marr is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards.
88.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. On the move past the 40. Still going.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, live.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
He finds Watson complete. He's got the first down and more than that.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Rodgers again now.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Up the middle, Jones.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Inside.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers out route. He finds his man. It's Jones.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there and go for 2.
Yeah, 300.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved out from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And Brandon, this is a really nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And
wide open, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain there of 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now, Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 29 yards.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. 4th down. Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side, their defense.
The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Rodgers to throw once more.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Inside give to Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott from the gun.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Now this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so. He called it the 21.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Prescott down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Dallas passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle there by Chris Barnes.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Man open left side is Brown.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Washington, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, Rodgers. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
C.D. Lamb.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He finds Watson complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
5-yard gain on the play.
Now Rodgers steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
Hey, take 26.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He's got it. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are back within a score.
The Packers will set up for the 3rd-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott off play action. He's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The slot man in motion right. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would.
simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On third down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On play action, Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 32 yards.
And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Jones again, complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. He's got the first down and more. Down the left sideline. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 59 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Now Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Over. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
88.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. A give to Elliott running left. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Cowboy first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 23.
penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
16. Cowboys 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The give is to Elliott.
Down to about the 37.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
Now, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff left. Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 20.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On play action, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from hard, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Matt LaFleur tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Prescott off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
For plain and simple. Today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Open man Lamb, it's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb, and the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch. Gain of 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
88.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A first down throw for Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert,
41 yards.
and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Hey, pick 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
50. Jump out. 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third down, it's Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Elliott running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Give to Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
There you go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott now.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compact.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Prescott to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line.
Here we go, set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's up to the 20. And some space here. Now he's loose at the 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Cowboys 0. Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real option for him to throw it downfield.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Brown, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Tua now on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
10th carry now for Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 30 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 35. Dolphins 28. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Prescott from the gun.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left is Wilson. After the turnover, it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, their defense got him in football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so...
He's got a man complete, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
54 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Sanders on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
46.
First down, Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Here's Prescott. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Dak. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The loss of 4 brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Dak. And it's caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Taken at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Black Ultra.
In motion left is Wilson.
Edo blue. Quad red.
Tua. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Tua to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Tua.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys.
This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Pettis now from his end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 35 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. 7-7, our score after 1. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
54. Go to 54. 180. At 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes left side, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. He'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good for our Cowboys.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from the...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now Prescott.
46-yard line.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10. At their own 28-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A handoff for Herbert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Fields trying to throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. To the air again, Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 4th down, Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
To throw is Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery. Finding space at the 40. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Back to throw. Fields.
He'll bite, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
All eyes on Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.